Alright, hello, we're back for Hunter x Hunter this time. This is a game that came out a while ago. Hope you guys have been doing well since 20 minutes ago. So, this is a 2D fighting game. I played the demo, and I immediately found a bullshit exploit with Leorio where you can just spam the same move over and over again. The AI can escape it, but even in the highest difficulty, he struggles to escape. Anyway, so what do we have here? I'd like to see the characters. Okay, multiple... Interesting. Arcade players... Okay, 8 stages. Lore Master... Okay, series of battles. It's the same thing as arcade. I'm guessing you just fight less people. Battle Olympia. Time attack and combo trial. Defeat your opponent in a single combo while following the instructions. Okay. Free battle. I just want to take a look at the characters that I have. Meruem. Holy. Netero. Ginthru. Cool. We got bombs. We got smoke. Razor, awesome. Okay, an emitter, this is gonna be just throwing balls. I wonder what moves they came up with for Kite. Pisky, okay. Krollo could be OP. Some indoor fish strats. Uvogin, Machi, and Phaeton. Ooh, Phaeton's gonna be insane. Okay, okay. Okay, looks cool. Let's do the story. Story mode, you can watch summaries of famous scenes from the show, playing against CPU opponents based on the scenes. You'll earn rewards, some stages are tutorial stages. Alright. Is everything unlocked already? Bruh. Oh my god, they cut a fuck ton. Hunter exam? 3 stages for Heaven's Arena? Okay. Jump straight to the Phantom Troop? 3 stages? Oh man. Why is there a tutorial on mission 12 and 14? Okay, yeah, this is gonna be very, very bare bones, isn't it? Strange beasts and monsters. Secret treasure hoards, undiscovered wealth. Mystical places and unexplored frontiers. In short, the mysterious unknown. There's magic in that phrase. Magic that a certain type of person just can't resist. And the world knows such people as hunters. On Whale Island, a splash of green upon the blue ocean, lives a boy named Gon, who aspires to be a professional hunter. Just like his father before him. One day after fulfilling a certain promise to his foster mother, Aunt Mito, he finally leaves the island to pursue his dream of becoming a pro hunter. As he makes his way through the hunter qualification exam, he meets fellow hunter candidates Kurapika of the Kurta clan, Leorio the aspiring doctor, and Killua. Yep. And Killua, another boy his own age. And Hisoka, yep, the magician. Step by step, Gon inches closer to becoming a pro hunter. This exam here, the 99 version was actually way better than the 2011 one. Because in the original manga, as well as the 2011 version, you had a single straight tunnel. And the whole exam was to just follow this guy, who, when he walks, he's almost faster than if you're running. And even if you stop seeing where he is, even if he gets farther away from you, you know you can just run forward. In the 99 version, they actually added branches to the tunnels, and if you got in the wrong branch, odds are you would die from some massive enemy or plant or weird stuff that was in there. So actually the 99 version makes changes, but the changes make sense. Anyways, will Gon be able to make it all the way to the end of the exam? Yes, he will. That's it? Oh shit, that wasn't even a fight. After meeting aboard the ship and joining forces, Gon, Kurapika and Leorio have managed to forge their way to the site where the Hunter exam will be held. Yeah, this was the very end of the tunnel. Soon the first phase of the exam begins. To pass, all candidates have to do is keep up with the examiner as he leads them to the second phase. As everyone rushes forward, Gon and Killua wager on who will reach the goal at the end of the tunnel first. Yeah, the only rule is that you have to follow him. There was no rule about running. I remember that Killua was just skateboarding, but when he sees Gon like the same age running, he decides to get competitive. The loser buys the winner lunch. You're pretty good if you can keep up with me like this. They didn't even need voice acting. They could have just taken the lines from the actual show. Like the 2011 show. They could have just used that. You could have had some voice acting. You know how it is, Bandai Namco. If it's not Dragon Ball, it's the bare minimum. It's more like everyone else is just slow though. Yeah, pretty much. This tunnel's long. I can't believe there isn't like a small level with the Zoldyck family or anything. Sato-san. How many candidates have managed to keep up with me so far? Just these two. Well, the others, a few more people are gonna make it, but these were the fastest ones. Nah, they got here at the same time. Jankenpon? Nah, whatever. Alright, this was not in the actual show. This stage is going to introduce a set of actions that a character can perform alone. Follow the guide on the left side and practice all the actions. Let's get acquainted with the basic movement actions. Moving to a better position, okay? Dash, one of the most important movement actions. Lets you swiftly move. Press directional keys twice. Alright, otherwise you can go LMH, whatever that means. Oh! You can dash by pressing XY or YB or XB. This makes more sense. Now for normals. Okay. And now for the specials. Okay, they don't have to be pressed at the same time, I just have to have it held. Come here, oi. So I can do something like... Impact attacks. Okay, well, let's use some Nen. A while landing a normal or special. Okay. XA. Hunting jump. Hunting jump, okay. What's the difference? Oh, and then you A again. Okay. So, X, down A. Let's see. X, down A. Wait. I keep doing X in the air, it's A. X, down, oi. Down A, like that. There we go. Okay, it doesn't charge or anything. So, we got a rock, scissors. And paper, which is a Hadouken. Cool. Okay, these have to be pressed exactly at the same time. Forward dash. I see. So this is B standing. This is B while walking towards him. Gotcha. While pressing LT. Oh yeah, much better. Huge combo. Holding LT is the better one. Not bad. From what I could see, you both arrived at the same time. Yep. And they both buy each other lunch. Might as well nobody do it. So, second phase of the exam. Oh no, still have quite a way to go. We're gonna have to get through the forest, where Hisoka's about to murder like 10 guys. Magician Examiner. Yep, there it is. Late in the first exam, Kurapika and the others have gotten lost, so Hisoka decides to have an examination of his own. Land a standing heavy... Oh, I'm not gonna do those. When the candidates exit the tunnel, they find themselves enveloped in a thick mist. They have arrived in the mildy wetlands, known as the Swindler's Swamp. Swindlers? Despite the poor visibility here, the mad rush continues as the examiner leads them onward to the site of the second phase of the exam. While Gon and Killua keep their place as the head of the pack, Kurapika, Leori and many others have gotten lost as they try to avoid the vicious swamp creatures. Lost sight of the examiner. Good luck. Hisoka's out there. You know, I don't think you're cut out to be a hunter. I didn't think so last year and I don't think so now. Yeah, Hisoka failed the last exam because he murdered an examiner. Well, not murdered actually, but he badly injured one. He lived, but he died in this exam. Oh, as you wish, I'll pass this year, so there'll be no need for me to take the exam again. You stupid. We're lost in the mist. We have no idea where the examiner is, or we're supposed to be following him to. That includes me and you. Everyone here has obviously failed the exam. So that's why you think you can lecture me. You lot seem to be under the mistaken impression that you are the examiners here. I think you need to learn the difference between the hunter and the hunted. And to set that straight, maybe I'll do a little examination of my own. Just one circle with a card covered in Nen. I'm sure you're well aware, Leori, but this is neither the time nor the place to embroil ourselves in unnecessary conflict. I know, but I don't think we get to choose this time. If we must, we must. I'll create an opening, wait for my signal. You know what to do, right? I hope this works. Now then, would you two be interested in joining in my little examiner game? Not really. You're pretty dangerous. Alright. Bungee gum. And just like that, almost your entire health is gone. Oh, you're alive. Right, it's two of you. Say goodbye. Oh. Did I do that? I guess. I mean, I literally just kept LT pressed and spamming X, Y, and B. Kurapika and Leorio instinctively knew they had no chance. Their plan was just to split up and run. Yup. You can't face him. He's a very experienced hunter. He shouldn't even be in the exam, to be honest. He just wants the license so he can kill without consequence. Within moments of their escape, a shadowy figure is seen approaching. Leorio just couldn't get away. Yep, it's just not his style. Lovely glare. And that is what made Hisoka interested in Gon from that point on. Because Gon has this innate talent of concealing his aura and putting himself in Zetsu state. Hisoka didn't notice he was there. Not bad. Fishing rod, how original. May I see it? No. Boom. Yep. He found a more interesting toy now. Nope, now he knows you're there. Painted a frontal strike, then aimed at the ground to create a dust cloud to block my view. He's gonna show up behind Hisoka there. Yep. And grab him. Right by the neck. Came to save your friends. That's a good boy. Very good. Yeah, he's quite the sadist. Haven't killed your friend, he passed. Anybody who is interesting to Hisoka gets to live. And you passed too. You'll make a good hunter. You can make your way back by yourself, right? Good boy. Alright, that was pretty good. Yeah, they skipped the second exam, they skipped the third one. The fourth exam is about stealing everybody's badge. Everybody has a badge with a number of a candidate, and the candidate can either steal 4 badges or 2 badges, if I remember correctly, as long as one of them is his own number. So Gon decides to go after Hisoka because Hisoka has his badge. That was terrible luck, getting Hisoka, having to hunt Hisoka. Held on Zevil Island, you need 6 points by stealing badges. Sometime after the phase began, Gon is waiting for a chance to steal the badge of his assigned target. Hisoka's on the hunt too, and although he came across Kurapika and Leorio, he let them go. Yeah, Kurapika really negotiated masterfully with Hisoka in this moment. It was really cautious. And Hisoka was itching for a fight, but even he had to accept the negotiation. So he was very itchy for a fight after that. Oh, God, he wants to see some blood at that point. I don't want to be here. Yeah, Gon is so focused in hiding that he subconsciously conceals his aura. They had to go and get me all excited. Oh, have to keep a grip. Otherwise he'll come. Yep, he stayed like that all night. And at this point he's like a zombie. He's just running looking for somebody. He just wants to kill. Oh. And you're dead. Wait for the right fucking moment and steal the badge that's on his chest. Boom. All right. Lands number 44 exactly. Now what they don't show is that he actually practiced a lot during the exam by throwing his fishing pole at a fish, and he was aiming later on to catch a bird, so he realized that if he wants to catch a prey, he has to catch it while it's busy hunting another prey. So he managed to fish a bird as he saw a bird diving down on a fish. That's how he got the idea to rob Hisoka of his badge once Hisoka found somebody to attack. And Hisoka found that unbelievable, that someone got close enough to his chest to actually rob his badge. Now what Gon did not plan was how to escape. And he also did not plan for somebody else to have Gon's idea. So just like how Gon was hunting for somebody that was hunting somebody else, someone was hunting Gon, waiting for Gon to attack somebody else. He got poisoned. Somebody was looking for Gon's number as well. 7,000 times. Do you know what that means? It's the number of chances I had to nail you before now. It's also the number of swings that he did trying to fish a bird. Your stealth strike on Hisoka was a real stunner, I'll give you that. But you forgot that someone might be stalking you just as closely as you were stalking him. My advice to you, watch your back. Likewise, Gareta, you should have watched your own back. Because at this moment, Hisoka killed him. Nice work! Your stalking technique, was it self-taught? He means Zetsu. His ability to hide his own nen, his own aura, that is self-taught, which is very impressive. That he self-taught himself a nen technique before he even learned what nen was. This makes Gon pretty much Hisoka's favorite toy from this point on. Whatever it was wonderful, as good as any wild animal. And your timing was perfect too. Truly masterful. He leaves the badge with him. Weren't you trying to get your badge back? Oh, I dropped by to pay my compliments. Turns out this guy was my target. Yep. As long as you get your target, you just need 2 badges. The target badge and another one. Otherwise you need 4 badges. I have enough points even without my badge. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's just that your badge and your target is worth 3 points, and any other badge is worth 1. So you can have your badge and 3 others, and that's 6 points, or you can have your badge and your targets, and that's 2 badges worth 6 points, and you pass anyways. I think that was the scoring system. Yeah, Hisoka has 4 badges. 3 targets, 3 random guys, and the target. even though he lost his own. And Gon has his own badge and Hisoka's. Yeah, he doesn't want to win like this. I'd rather owe you nothing. Refuse. Yep. Right now, what was the actual sentence? Right now I'm letting you live. And I will continue to let you live until you become someone worth killing. Yeah. Boom. He will accept the badge back when Gon can punch him in the face like that. Until then, it's yours. Sweet. Alright, so we're jumping to the Heavens Arena. This is already another arc. This already skips a ton of story. Heavens Arena, a tower and I can't believe they didn't adapt the final exam of the final Hunter exam, the tournament brackets. That would have been perfect. You could have added like 3 to 4 more fights here. Also, it's expanded in the 99 version. The anime, the 99 version, expands. It gives you an actual decently lengthy fight between Kurapika and Hisoka. Heavens Arena, a tower and combat arena where fighters from around the world gather to test their mettle. The more battles you win, the higher up you can go. Yeah, but there's a point, I think after the 100th floor, where if you don't have Nen, you're not gonna make it. Beyond the 200th floor, Hisoka is fighting Castro. Castro, who is an idiot, who made a complete buffoon of himself by completely misunderstanding how Nen works. Hisoka loses one arm, on purpose, then another to Castro's attacks, on purpose, and pulls off a cunning strategy defeating Castro. Basically, Castro was an enhancer. There are 6 types of Nen. It's very complicated without showing you the schematic, but basically, if you need to train your Nen around your specialty, and Castro did the exact opposite. He taught himself how to create a clone, which is a conjurer technique, which is basically almost the polar opposite of an enhancer. So he pretty much crippled himself. Whereas Hisoka is a transmuter, he can transform Nen into rubber and chewing gum. Well, Nen with the properties of both. And he just kicked his ass. Hisoka has a lot of battle prowess, a lot of adaptability. Anyways, as he loses his arms, Machi's gonna heal him. From your arms, yep, 50,000 for the left one and 70,000 for the... I don't know if those were the actual values for the right one. You're an idiot, aren't you? Maybe. Nenshihogo. Fascinating. Never get tired of watching you. Yep. He's very interested in fighting Machi. Maybe I hurt myself on purpose so I can see your Nen stitches and then Shihogo. Okay, yeah. 20 million for the left, 50 for the right. Yep. I'll deposit it directly into your account. You free for dinner tonight? He wants a fight. Oh, we actually fight? Shit. Oh shit. Gotcha. Dinner date with you. Dream on. Don't forget to send me the payment. Would she attack first and then I strike back, or... Nope. Alright, so I didn't finish with a special, whatever. So, Gon finds an instructor. That's the other thing. When you pass the hunter exam, you haven't really finished. You actually need to find an instructor who knows Nen, who can teach you about it. Then you have to learn the basics. Ten, Ren, Zetsu. Not sure if you have to learn Ko to focus. I think it's just Hatsu. You understand what type of hunter you are, between enhancer, emitter, transmuter, manipulator, conjurer, specialist, and you start focusing on that. And after you fully understand who you are aura-wise and you learn your basics, then you jump into fights, and then you jump into these more advanced fights in Heaven's Arena. And now Gon's about to prove to Hisoka that he can punch him the way Hisoka did to him in the exam. So Gon is now an officially licensed pro hunter. You can tell that there's a lot of story that's been skipped. I'm trying to fill the gaps a little bit. He has come to Kilo to Heaven's Arena looking for strong opponents to fight and coin to earn. Yeah, this was an insane fight. Hisoka uses his bungee gum to control his arms. It's crazy cool. Yep, they found his Wing, their instructor. And Hisoka wants to fight. Let's go. Gon Senshu! 3 wins, 1 loss. 9 wins, 3 losses. But all of those losses have been by default. Hisoka just didn't show up in the ring. I think if you lose 4 times, you have to start all the way from the beginning. But yeah, every time Hisoka chose to fight, he just wins. Don't give me that look. Making me all excited. What an ominous aura. Okay. I mean, this is always the same thing. Just set up a combo. The story is really easy. Okay, pressing Y has a bit more range. Hisoka completely dominates this fight. Gon has no chance whatsoever. Yep, he fights a good amount of time and Hisoka doesn't even move from the same spot. Or flip. Creates a mountain of rubble with that. Hisoka gets busy fighting, defending himself from the rubble. Gon enters Zetsu, so his aura is gone. Boom. And at this point, actually, the episode ends and you have to watch the next one. It's after getting punched like that. Critical! 2 points! Oh, they skip it? Well, at that point, Hisoka gives back, accepts the badge. The kid has improved the... Oh, never mind, they will show it. Yep, there's your fucking badge. And now Hisoka's gonna fight for real. Am I gonna control Hisoka now for a change? Yeah, actually. I'm a sandbag for him, literally. The thing about Hisoka's Nen is that you cannot defend against it. Because his Nen has the properties of rubber and chewing gum, even if you... So if Gon attacks him and Hisoka defends himself, boom, now your fist has touched his aura, so you've been attached. Your only chance is to dodge, really. But he can plant his aura on the floor or something. It's too adaptable. It can expand, it can contract. Boom. Bungee gum. Can stick it on, peel it off. He can even use it to mask things. So he can apply like a sheet of gum on his arms, for example, to pretend that he's not injured. It's called texture surprise. Going forward. Oh, he loves that. That spirit. Yeah, he really wants to kill you, but he has to hold back. He has to hold back until Gon is properly matured and experienced in fighting. Only then can he have the fight that he wants. This is a great show. This is worth watching. 9-4. Hisoka has 9 points. Gon has 4. Hisoka just needs 1 more and the fight ends. Look to the right. Boom. Ah, meant my right. Clean hit and down. 2 points. 11-4. You've improved, but you lack experience. Next time we fight, there will be no rules or points. And they'll never fight again. So, Phantom Troop. It's a bit more focused on Kurapika's story. Wanting revenge for the Kurta clan. In the megalopolis of York New City, gangsters from around the world are gathering as the world's largest auction organized by the Mafia is about to begin. But when the infamous band of thieves, the Phantom Troop, Genne Ryodan, attack, only moments for the auction house to be drowned in a sea of blood. Enraged, the 10 Dons of the Mafia Syndicate send their strongest Nen users, the Shadow Beasts, to exact revenge. Yeah, Uvogin alone crushes these 3, paralyzed from the neck down. Paralyzed from the neck down, one guy beats 3. It's insane. This guy. Meanwhile, Kurapika actually succeeds using his Nen to capture him, only for the rest of the troop to arrive and quickly reclaim him. Yep, he captures him, he escapes, he gets his leeches out of his body, which is an attack from one of the members of the Mafia. Then Kurapika comes back and they choose to duel for real. There has never been, in the history of anime, a more prepared character than Kurapika. He literally brought a shovel to this fight to bury Uvogin after he kills him. Who are you? Before I answer that, there's something I must ask you first. Do you remember the people you've killed? Some. If they made a lasting impression. Is this a vendetta? Who are you trying to take revenge for? A small clan from the Luxo province, the Kurta clan. 5 years ago you attacked us for our scarlet eyes. Scarlet eyes. What are those? Some kind of jewels? 5 years ago I would have been there, but... Sorry, can't say I recall. But 5 years ago he was guaranteed a member of the Phantom Troop. When you kill people who have done you no wrong, how do you feel? Nothing. Yep. Shida Tsugunai! Boom! You wanna know what gives me the most pleasure in life? Taking obsessed Avengers like you and smacking them down. Alright, Kurapika, show him what you got. Oh, I play with Uvogin, okay. 20% fist and Big Bang Impact. Just ends with a kick. Yep. Kurapika keeps fighting with chains to pretend that he's a manipulator, that he can manipulate objects. When he's actually a conjurer, he can conjure chains out of thin air. They're made of Nen, they're not real chains. And that difference in Uvogin thinking he's fighting a manipulator and not a conjurer is what gets him killed. Yeah, Uvogin lands a punch to destroy his left arm, because Uvogin is like a really good enhancer. He can enhance his body. He hits him, and then from the smoke screen his arm is fine, which makes no sense. The only way you have healing powers to instantly heal an arm is if you're an enhancer, but Kurapika, because he's wielding chains, he has to be a manipulator. So Uvogin can't understand what he is fighting. Yeah, with how much Nen is in those chains, he has to be a manipulator. Or a conjurer. One or the other, so he can't be an enhancer the way he's healing himself. That punch, was that your best? That was 20%. Then they fight a little bit at 50%, whatever. Let's bring it to 100. Zenkaida! Now we fight with Kurapika. Yeah, surprisingly, for a muscle brain, Uvogin has some advanced techniques he can use in to conceal himself and his aura. And Kurapika also can use that. He can conceal himself or other things with his aura, so he can make his chains invisible. So the whole time that they were fighting, Kurapika was just busy trapping Uvogin in chains that he can't see. Now, if you focus your aura on your eyes, which is Gyo, you can see Nen that's been rendered invisible. He has the defenses of an enhancer, but only a conjurer can infuse strong Nen into these chains. Could he have mastered both? That's not possible. You can only achieve 100% of your own innate category. You can get a few percent off the others, but not like this. Alright. Parting gift before I send you to hell. Emperor time. This is very particular of Kurapika. When he fights the Phantom Troop, his eyes turn red. And when his eyes turn red, he goes from a conjurer to a specialist. And as a specialist, he can master all 6 types of Nen. It's crazy how OP this can be. He fully draws on every type. A clan skulking around some backwoods. They were strong. The fight's already over at this point. Uvogin thinks he can still fight, it's over. He's already covered in chains. Fast! Okay, Kurapika's pretty fast. Yeah, this is from before. That was the punch that broke his arm. Yep, there's another one. Oh, never mind. Actually, he lands a second punch. That is true. I had pulverized his bones and it took him a second to heal. Chain jail. As long as he captures a Phantom Troop member, he can force them into Zetsu. They can't use any aura. So he's just a normal human fighting a hunter. It's over. Yep. The enhanced fist is slightly stronger than Uvogin's physical brawn, and Uvogin is the #1 physically strongest member of the Phantom Troop. This is excellent information for Kurapika because it means that as long as he can capture a Phantom Troop member, he can kill them no matter who they are. Yep, start talking. Where are your friends? What are their powers? Uvogin would rather die. The power of his pinky. Yep. Stake of retribution. He sets a rule, and the opponent has to abide by it, or the chain crushes your heart. Answer all my questions truthfully. Where are the other members? Yep, go to hell, man. And that's one member down. This is pretty much, this arc is the point where you went from a happy-go-lucky story to a little bit darker story. So, Hisoka. Hisoka was actually a member of the troop. These are also members. Mostly because he just wants to fight the leader. He wants to fight Chrollo. Yeah, there's a whole story here where Chrollo has to fight some other guys. He has to fight the Zoldyck family. He robs a power of prophecy so he can see the future. There's a lot of story being skipped in this arc. Yeah, this is literally the end of the arc at this point. Hisoka wants to fight Chrollo, but Kurapika planted his chain in Chrollo's heart. If Chrollo uses Nen, he dies. So Hisoka pretty much has to settle for finding a Nen exorcist so he can remove Nen from someone else. And that's Greed Island. That's the whole purpose of Hisoka being in Greed Island. There's an actual fight here. Yo. Man, Chrollo did nothing. So you thought you saw a weak point there. This never happened, they never fought. Okay, he was daydreaming, okay. Pakunoda also had Nen implanted in her, but in her case it was, if you provide any information about who Kurapika is, she dies. The thing about Pakunoda is that she can fire bullets with information to her own friends, and I think she can fire like 6 bullets before Kurapika's Nen even takes effect. Oh yeah, that was Texture Surprise. He used his own Nen to pretend he was a member. There you go. It doesn't count as infighting within the Phantom Troop. You can fight Hisoka all you want. Well, if you're not a troop member, then I can talk to you. Can't fight you. He has no Nen. Judgment Chain. Yep, Kurapika screwed you over. Man. Okay. Skipping to Greed Island. Oh, just give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, Greed Islands. There's also a lot of story cut here. Greed Island was... supposedly there are clues here to where Gon can find his father. They have to go through a whole auction to even get the game. Greed Islands. They have to use Nen to get inside the game. Then there's a whole lot of things about collecting cards to escape the game. I still remember a few, like a company on Masadora to go to Masadora City. There's a couple of cities in the game. They meet Hisoka in here. They meet a whole bunch of characters like Biscuit Kruger. Razor is like the final boss of the whole Greed Island arc. They've skipped a fuck ton of episodes here. Greed Island, a virtual reality game that requires all the tricks in a hunter's toolkit, including Nen, to beat. The game's setting isn't actually virtual reality at all. They later learn that when they connect to the game with Nen, they get teleported to a remote island that's blocked off the outside world by Nen. And while normally the only way to get into the island is via the game cartridge, yep, the Phantom Troop actually found the island by themselves. Which means they are intruders, and Razor comes in and just expels all of them, which is fucking impressive. The currents around the island make it quite impossible to drift here accidentally. One of the game's creators, Razor. Yeah, Greed Island is an acronym for 11 letters. The 11 letters are the first letters of 11 creators' names. You have Jing, you have Razor, and you have a fuck ton of others that I don't remember. Oh, we have this fight? Cool. This wasn't really a fight, they just got expelled in one hit. Oh shit, he summons his clone, not his clones, but his Nen beasts. Cool. Not really Nen beasts, whatever you want to call them. I'm mainly in charge of emissive spells. I do stuff like spell-based transportation, taking care of outside enemies, and this here is a special spell that can only be used by a game master. Tough luck this time, but you're welcome to come back again, as long as you arrive the right way. Better destroy the ship they came in on too. Boom. They were quite an impressive bunch, yeah, even though they did nothing. Why is there a tutorial here then? Gon and Killua undergo special Nen training to give them a better chance of beating the game. Yep, Bisky, 57-year-old master of Shingen-ryu Kung Fu. She uses her own Nen to mask her appearance. She looks like a buff bodybuilder. Yeah, they join a larger group to beat the final boss, because the final boss is fucking difficult. I mean, it's Razor after all. They find Hisoka and they need his help, actually. Yeah, they don't meet him in the best circumstances. What's this pervert's deal? Yeah, the guy just gets excited for any potential fight. We're looking for someone very powerful. Hisoka's not stupid, like he can tell that Bisky is way stronger than she actually is. Bisky usually pretends to be very innocent and very like she can't fight, but it's not true at all. Me, Gon and Killua. Team up against you. No, we're not talking about a fight here. You don't know this guy like we do. Think of it as teamwork practice. Okay, they changed the dialogue here quite a bit. Guess we're gonna have to do a fight here. Against Bisky? Change it up, right? It's gonna be against Bisky. Yeah, okay. This is new. If you press... I don't know what A1 and A2 is. Why don't you just give me the actual control stuff? Whatever, dude. While calling an assist. Okay, just press twice. Narukami! Cool. Switching arts. A plus LB. Hmm? Oh. Cool. Okay, I have to block this. Ejection. During level 1 aura arts. What's a level 1 aura art? Let's see. I'm gonna have to double check that. Why can't they just explain this with actual controls? Okay, Jajanken. Wait. Oh, okay. Jesus. Not like that. Okay, there we go. Hmm? Not sure how to do this one. What's going on here? Level 1 aura arts. Jajanken stance is the arts button. Okay, that's RT. Why the fuck do you have to say arts button? Hello? Thank you. Okay, let's consume these arts. Maybe I have to, because right now I'm level 2. Oh, okay, it grows again. Nope. Nope. I have no fucking idea. Honestly, I'll say that's complete and move the fuck on. There's more than just this fight in the test. There's also like a boxing match that they do. But whatever. Yeah, Dodgeball is pretty insane with Razor. He can summon multiple Nen clones, sort of, but not really. Nen humanoids to make a team. And volleyball with Razor, I mean, it's taking a missile to the face. Wow, they just skipped the whole story, the whole fight, and just... That's it, huh? Man, these three have insane combination in the game, in the story. They worked really well together. Alright, let's fight the Razor then. Yeah, they're just gonna show the final combination. All three of them are necessary to receive the ball from Razor. Alright, 90 seconds, right? Boom. Oh, shit! He has a lot of HP. Oh, shit. Not the aura spike. It's not gonna be enough. Shit. Oh, I have 3! Ha! Well, GG's then. Yep. Gon had to be able to catch the ball, Hisoka had to smother it with Nen to make it smoother, and Killua was doing the absolute brunt of the work. He had to be support for Gon, and at the same time he had to be the brakes. I don't know if they're actually gonna explain how important Killua was in there. Basically, he had to achieve perfect balance of aura between his upper body and lower body. If he had put too much aura in the lower body, he would have failed to act as a cushion, and they would have all taken major damage from the ball, because they would have all stumbled on each other. And if Killua had put not enough aura on the feet and too much as a cushion, he wouldn't be a break, and all 3 of them would have just been blown off the field. Alright, so now that they have it, final shot. Time to shoot a cannon at Razor. Yeah, it's way more exciting in the anime than with just basic screenshots. Do I even care about this tutorial? I guess there's a bit of story here anyways. Yeah, we don't need this. Yep. At this point, Razor realizes that even if he catches the ball, he's gonna get pushed off the court, so he has to receive it like that. Yep. Thing is, this is the second time he's actually done this in the game, because the first time he does it, Hisoka just uses his Nen to snag it right back. Yep. Yep. But instead of throwing the ball to the air this time, straight back at ya. At this point, yep, Gon literally just has to dodge the ball, and by the rules of this game, he still wins. Nope. That's not the way he wants to win. Doesn't matter. At this point, Gon has actually used like 100% of his power. He passes out after throwing that move. Used up every last ounce of strength that he had. You can take pride in that. Not yet. He could have just let the ball pass. Flawless victory only, just like Gon wanted. Throw the ball right back at him. So what are you gonna teach me here? A plus X. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not really interested in the... Oh! So it increases my damage, I guess? That's it? Damn, they had to put a whole level for that, huh? And tutorials in like the 12th mission of the story, really? Bungee gum! Throw the ball right back. Difference is that now the ball is covered in bungee gum. Exchange of what? There is no exchange here, Razor, it's over. The ball is gonna be attached to your body. Bungee gum. Properties of both gum and rubber. You're done. Pushed off the field. Catching the ball while the body is touching outside the court. Razor's out. Fantastic. Team victory. It was a team victory, actually. Not one of them could have done that by themselves. So, after beating Razor, he gives them pretty much the only card that they're missing to complete the game. Collect their prize, the game card Plot of Beach. Yeah, Hisoka doesn't really care. He just came into this game to find a Nen Exorcist, and he had already found it way before the match with Razor. Right now he just cares about bringing the Exorcist to Chrollo so he can have his fights. You really not want any game cards? He doesn't give a fuck about winning the game. He just wants to fight. I really have no interest. Yep. My chance to fight him one-on-one. Yeah, they skipped the whole Genthru backstory. There's another guy here trying to win the game, and his Nen ability is to create bombs. And later on you find out that one of the guys who had a bomb, he actually can use his own Nen to create a Nen beast who swallows the bomb. That right there is an ability to remove other people's Nen, so you know that guy is a Nen exorcist. Okay, this is new to the game. This never happened. Hisoka just left. Okay, so we're doing another fight. Yeah, this is bullshit. But now it's a one-on-one against this guy. This is the move that killed Castro in the Heavens Arena. Gotcha. Again, this never happened. Yeah, they cut out entirely the entire Genthru storyline, the Nen Exorcist, everything. They cut out the Love City, they cut out Masadora. Oof, this arc has so much more than this. Oh, now suddenly they introduce Genthru, come on. Yeah, you have to watch the anime, this game has nothing. This is not Dragon Ball Kakarot level of telling a story. So they got the card. And Genthru, knowing that the final boss of the game has been beaten, just starts demanding it. And this starts a really good, like, catching game, running away from this guy, where they use teleporter cards to escape to another city, then they escape to another one. There's this whole game of tag going on. Yeah, Gon chooses to fight Genthru, Killua fights one guy with his yo-yo. A yo-yo electrified, because Killua's Nen is electricity, another thing that they skipped in the story. And Bisky fights some other guy, that's also one of Genthru's goons. Yeah, this is pretty crazy, because Genthru can just attach a bomb to like an arm or a leg, and just destroy a limb. It's not about the physical, it's the mental, yep. You can explode a limb off of Gon and he doesn't stop fighting. This only ends if you break his spirit. And you can't break Gon's spirit if you've seen the exam, like the actual exam. Did I actually... Good fight. I think I blocked a few moves there. Cool. Genthru's strategy is to use both hands to attack Gon with 2 simultaneous explosions. That way he can't fully block with Nen. Right, if you focus your Nen on one area where the bomb's gonna be, you can block it. But yeah, you can't focus Nen on 2 places at once. Both your arms. Yep. At that moment, if I remember correctly, he focused on blocking one of them completely, and he lost his arm. You had a choice there. You could have evenly kept your Nen around your body, and you would have taken major damage from both arms, but you would have kept both. And instead Gon chose to protect one entirely, lose the other one, and still punch Genthru. Yeah, Genthru does not understand that he is fighting a completely crazy kid. Abandoned his left completely, barely protected his right just enough. Oh, and then put the rest in his foot. Oh, I forgot about that, yeah. Never mind. He just focused on attacking pretty much. Yep. He's fighting someone. Gentru is fighting someone he cannot understand. Trying to land a blow. Too late. One of the cards that allows to summon an item. Yeah, cover them in gasoline. Now you can't use explosions anymore. Pit trap, and now uses an item to summon a giant rock. It's over. Congratulations, you ran to the only place that you could, which means Gon knew exactly where you were gonna be, so he had time to charge something. This was a long fight, a hard one too. And then we jump to Chimerant. There is so much story to the Chimerant arc before we even get to Netero. There's like 40 or 50 episodes worth of story here. Whatever. Chimerants, dangerous insects designated as quarantine level 1. Their queen can imbue her offspring with the traits of any creature she consumes. And she very quickly learns that if she eats humans, she starts getting more intelligent offspring. Quite a few who can speak. And if you eat a human with Nen, the ants start learning how to use Nen. One day the limb of a giant Chimerant is found, leading to the discovery that Chimerants have been eating human beings. To combat the threat, they have an extermination team, with Morel as its leader. Some days later, they blitz the royal palace. There's a whole story with playing Gungi and all that. We haven't seen the Zoldyck family, so Zeno feels like a new character. He isn't. Yep, playing Gungi against Komugi. This whole arc is meant for the king of the Chimerants to learn the value of humanity in a sense. There's a lot of plot here that it's just not going to be explained in this game. It took the king easily 30 to 40 episodes to even learn this sentence. He's wavering between ant and human, and he hasn't realized yet that he has to choose between them. Yeah, unfortunately for you, you need to be exterminated. Yeah, the king spent a long time trying to learn his name. Meruem. So, I'm guessing I fight with Meruem here, right? No, Netero. I thought I was blocking that. Yakushiki Cannon! Zero Te! I was almost dead there. Yep. Netero has an insane power. He can just he can just do things lightning fast. Like by the time you blink, you've been hit 10 times. Okay, now I should be using Meruem. The flow of time compressed to the extreme. The final 100 types of Netero's life births between the two. 1,000 fists exchanged, 1,000,000 sparks aloft. But even hundreds upon thousands of Netero's blows still cannot manage to bring the Chimerant King to his knees. I think it takes actually like hundreds of thousands of blows before Netero starts, before Meruem starts feeling like the slightest hints of pain. Putting his hands together, the first motion in his attacks seems wasteful on its face, but it's the one motion of his that greatly surpasses my own speed, and somehow works as an effective weapon against me. It's what he needs to pray to summon Hyakushiki Kano. He must have devoted himself fully to bring it. I think it took him many years. Decades. "99th hand, huh?" Oh, I lost. Sasuga Netero. Dude. Ah! Man. Okay, Netero may be a bit annoying. Had to be a bit more conservative in the way I fight. Still very dual. The battle rages ever more fiercely. But after hundreds of thousands of blows, out of all the nearly infinite combinations that Netero can do with all his moves, he shows a slight habit of doing something, and the king exploits that immediately. Next is the arm, and he does take the arm. You think I can't pray without an arm? Prayer is from the heart. Zero hand. He lives that. Even zero was not enough. You're one of many and no king. That's what dictated the outcome of our battle. The entire Chimeran species evolved solely for my benefit, and I am their king, to which their everything is entrusted. Humanity, which brooks the existence of individuals as such, can stand no chance against me. Say my name. Meruem. But don't underestimate humans, kid. Netero has a fucking... not an atomic bomb, but it's poisonous. Like a damn biological weapon inside them. You know nothing of bottomless malice. The moment his heart stopped, bomb exploded. Small and cheap, yet lethal. The poor man's rose. Meruem did not die of the blast, but he died of the poison that came after. Yep. Yeah, they don't show Gon versus Neferpito. Come on, you could have done that. Then it's the whole association, the whole election arc. Yeah, this is pretty fucking bare bones of a game. Yeah, actually very, very bare bones. What else is even here? Profile, GI card binder. Oh, you're collecting Greed Island's cards? Huh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty neat. Nice. Now that's a good idea. But other than that, yeah, I guess that's the game. Not that interested. This is a very mid game. I just really, really like the Hunter x Hunter series, which is why I was doing this. Anyways, I think we can call it here for today. And we'll do something else tomorrow. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. I will be live tomorrow, 6:30 Japan time. I'll see you guys then. I still need to figure out what I want to play next. Though I do have an idea. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow. Bye!